Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've been guided to do a twin flame reading today because I've actually channeled quite a few things from my guides for the collective, and I've been guided to share them with you all. So first of all, an image they showed me, I'll start with that, was of some stairs, which can be a symbol of ascension, and someone at the bottom looking up at the top, but there are some people coming down the stairs, so there's obstacles at the moment for some on the twin flame journey. Now this could be masculine or feminine energies, okay, because we all have both within us. But for divine masculines in particular, I've also channeled a very heavy energy. They've been through a lot of lessons recently in their karmic situation. And they're coming to the end of that for some of them. Those who've learnt their lessons, they're coming to the end. I was hearing burnt out. And divine feminines, if you have generally been okay in your life, in your situation, and you've suddenly felt this very heavy energy recently, I have myself, and I know I've been channeling that. Then you're actually feeling your DM's energy transferring over to you. Or maybe you're also going through something quite challenging at this time, where you've learnt lessons and it feels quite overwhelming. That's the energy I'm feeling. It's quite hard to put into words, but it's like actually carrying something very heavy on your shoulders. And it's weighing you down, like the cross is actually what they're showing me here in my vision. So for some it means sacrificing something, they're telling me here. And the DMs are really at a choice point in particular where they know they need to do something. They can't continue in that way, on the path they're on. They're being guided to move on, basically. Learn their lessons and move on. And those who haven't will stay in those situations until they learn their lessons. But I'm just really feeling a very big shift here happening. And it's also quite interesting that on March the 3rd and 6th, we've got the Venus and Mars conjunctions on those dates. So that's the divine masculine, Mars, divine feminine, Venus, uniting. Very powerful energy, and I'm feeling after those dates, there'll be a release in the collective. This energy that some of you might really feel is intensifying in particular. Okay, so I think I've covered everything there. Let's also just get some cards as well on the energy, overall energy. So yeah, lethargy, that was the other word. Maybe a lack of motivation for some of you. Lethargy. This can be ascension symptoms as well, so waking up very early in the morning is another one, like 2-3 a.m. So that's interesting. We got 2 chakras come out, first of all, 35 to 36. So this is the ascension that I was feeling, starting to happen for some, starting from the root chakra. So Archangel Michael is helping the collective to feel more grounded during this time, especially if you're feeling off balance, if you're feeling your twin's energy. Decisions around stability, I'm feeling in particular, for a lot of you. Now is the time. Speak your truth. It's the guidance here. Are you in a situation just for the sake of it and your mind keeps wandering elsewhere? That's really what I'm seeing here for DM and DF. And then quite interesting, we got the second chakra, sacral chakra. So this is around sensuality, passion. Some of you might have really, at times recently, also been feeling passion just come over you, very hot and fiery energy. Again, which is your counterpart. It's also you, within, being helped by Archangel Ariel. But that can also give you a sign, so always take it as a sign, like your counterpart is starting to feel more grounded and creative after a time of this lethargy and heaviness. And you're picking up on that. Maybe some of you have also recently been more inspired, doing some creative things, taking more time out for you so you can feel grounded. That's the guidance here as well, by the way. It's guidance that I've received for myself, and that's what I've done. The past few days, I've just taken some time out and done some things that I've wanted to do for myself. Sewing is one thing, cross stitch, that I've been doing, and it's a very good form of mindfulness as well. Doing things with your hands distracts you, keeps you grounded. So we've got woman holding a heart. It doesn't matter about gender here. This, because we've got 44, I'm seeing alignment, so heart chakra here coming through. Healing has been happening in the collective. So this is again where you might have been feeling more of your counterpart's energy as they're opening up, loving themselves more. You as well, I feel, may be loving yourself more and doing these things for yourself that I was saying about, to stay grounded, distracted. But we do have attachment that's come through. So, as I was saying, some people are still very attached to karmic situations, still in the ego. Notice she's holding the mask. But notice she's looking at the mask. So some twin flames have really been reflecting, looking at their mask, the image they portray to the world. Is that really you? Why does it matter what people think, You're very comfortable in your own energy, being alone. But yeah, she's chained here. So karmic relationships I'm really feeling for DM and DF. You're being asked to reflect on that. Do you want to stay in that situation because you're keeping yourself there? No one else is. You can always, it's the law of free will. 5 for change. Change is happening, change is needed. This can be addictions as well. And the other thing they're telling me here is if you're very attached still to what your counterpart's doing, checking them out, wondering what's going on, that's again negative, that's codependency. So that's why the guidance here is to focus on self-love, feeling grounded, tap into your creativity. Yeah, interesting messages that have come through already that I can see really link. We've also another chakra. So chakra is really coming through here. Chakra alignment, I feel, is happening, but there's still some misalignment. So we've got the third eye. Trust the signs you receive, that you hear, that you see in your dreams. This is showing the connection with your counterpart, heightening, as I was saying, whereby you're feeling their energy and their emotions. It's very common. But they are as well. This is where, if they've been doing the work, healing the heart chakra, loving themselves, you feel that more. And the same for you if you're doing that. If you're the DF, for example, you're loving yourself, focusing on you, they feel your energy more and they're drawn to you. Whereas if you're attached, really focused on them, they're pushed away. It's just energy, like magnets. So let's see the DF energy. I'm going to do beginning of March first of all. Okay, they've all come out. And then the end of March. Okay, we'll just do DM as well, beginning of March. And the end of March. It's really interesting, the cards just come out in the way they do. I don't count the cards particularly, they just come out. And we've got 5 that came out for the DF and 4 for the DM on both sides. Interesting. So 5 again for change for the DF, 4 for stability for the DM. And the connection, manifesting. So early March for the DF, there's a lot of reflection. really assessing your situation, and there could be some endings here. Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords. Some of you are the ones that decide to do this, to cut something out of your life. Whatever that is, I do feel karmic energy. It's this attachment, they're telling me, because we've got the 5. So, whether it's an addiction, relationship, thought pattern, behaviour, and there's a positive shift for a lot of you when you do this. See, here's the heart, again, heart chakra, opening as a result, focusing on self-love. So what's coming through here is when you focus on you, you do the inner work, really reflect on what you want, where you're at, the wheel turns in your favour. And we've got 2 tens for an ending, completion, new beginning. Some of you are moving, I'm feeling, as well. You're thinking about that. Just you want a fresh start, I'm feeling. And this is, a bit like the burdens that I was saying about before. That you've really been feeling, you want to put an end to that, whatever it is. Obstacles, you've had some obstacles on your path. People, could be for some of you. So the DM, very interesting transition here. I feel the DM starts to realise he or she is unfulfilled. So you've got the tree for spiritual growth, so they've grown and just realised that where they're at no longer serves them. We've got these empty cups here. A lot of daydreaming coming through in their energy. Thinking a lot about their next move, making a decision. Thinking about the DF. You could be at a distance from them. Maybe different countries for some of you. And they're really going to be working on themselves, I feel. We've got a 4 again. Very interesting. 2 4s, 4 cards, 4, 4, 4. Angels are around them, guiding them. Really focused on themselves. So mirroring, you see, with that self-love. Stepping up into the DM, divine masculine energy. Thinking about their next move in their life. Focused on work, mission. But it's very interesting in this image. So here they're sort of distracted, unhappy, and then I feel they start to focus on something. So it's interesting what I was saying about the creativity, something that helps ground them and become more in this energy of empowerment and feeling good about themselves. So creativity enhanced with second chakra there. A skill they have as well, I'm feeling here. It's their mission, and they really start to focus on that. Beginning of the month. Okay. So towards the end of the month for the DF, we do have some anxiety, first of all, coming through. So you're going to need to be patient and strong during this time. I'm feeling worry here, and this is the ego, see, taming the ego that we had before. This is what some of you are learning to do. When the ego steps in and puts you in this energy, how can you turn that around and speak to yourself in a different way, and say, look, it's fine. Things will work out. Feeling confident that things will be fine, rather than, oh, what's going to happen? What if this happens? What if that happens? That's anxiety. That's not a very good energy to be in. We've got positive cards at the end of the month, though. After that, it could be slow moving for some of you. That's why you need to be patient. But we've got this happy energy coming through here. Healing. Maybe spending time with your community, friends, focused on your mission, or something you do that makes you feel happy. So that creative stuff that came through before. This can show reunions. So for some of you, positive reunions. Your DM makes his way back. Slow energy. As I said, though, it's always the way, isn't it? We're going sort of, it's like a drastic change here from the Nine of Swords to the Three of Cups, the Sun. And I'm seeing that it's going to happen very quickly, almost overnight, this shift of emotions here. Like you've almost given up, and then in they come. This could also be a job for some of you. New job. New home. So the DM, quite interesting, they got the Queen of Swords that we got here for the DF. So this is making that decision. The Queen of Swords makes wise decisions, thinks things through, knows what he or she wants, like the Emperor. But this is where, the Emperor is sort of thinking about it, the next move. The Queen of Swords makes that decision, with judgment as well. Cuts anything out of their life that don't serve them. And with the Fool as well, they start again, start afresh. So they come out of that heavy energy. They awaken, they start to awaken. Ten of Pentacles as well, this is beautiful. So they want to go towards this happy outcome that we've got here. So the end of March is pretty positive for a lot of you. Who they want to commit to. They've been visualising this, especially the beginning of the month, this daydreaming here, thinking heavily about the DF. Now this is also reunion energy, so it's quite interesting that's coming out on both sides towards the end of the month. If you know the DM has been in a relationship, might have even been long-term, marriage or just committed, that's what I feel they in particular choose to move on from around that time. So, this reunion might not happen in the physical for a lot of you at the end of the month, but it's in their energy. This is like their next move. when they take that leap of faith. And it's interesting, we've got Aries energy come out twice. And I'm just sort of, they're telling me Aries season for some of you, which is, which is around that time, March, April. And it's interesting, it's divine masculine season. I've been channeling this for a while, actually. In the Emperor season, this is where some DMs step up. And we've got a 10 again, completion, new beginning. Wow, okay, so that's quite interesting, isn't it? The transition, a bit of mirroring there. Some advice has come through as well. So I'm going to do an extended because I feel we can really go deeper on this. So we'll look at the blocks in the connection, blocks and challenges. What could help you and the DM, to move forward, accelerate this. We'll do a conversation between DF and DM and advice from Spirit. Okay, so for those not going on to the extended, I'll finish with a spirit animal card for you all. Wow, co-create with Spirit, Crow Spirit. So this is where the guidance here is to work with Spirit on moving things forward. This message comes out a lot because I feel some people sort of think, oh yeah, can't wait for my blessings to come in, but you've got to work with Spirit on that, i.e. be in a positive mindset, make affirmations, visualise what you want, make changes in your life, endings. That won't be done for you. So take note of that. Okay, the way you think. And this is really interesting. Time to let go. 31 breaks down to a 4 again. So this is around stability, commitments, I feel in particular. So he's holding the heart. Making decisions with the heart. We've got 44 there, 444, yeah. So your angels are guiding you to follow your heart. I think that's the main message to end on here for this reading. Letting go of these attachments and karmic situations, thoughts, patterns, behaviours. Groundhog, I'm thinking Groundhog Day, we've just been going round and round in karmic cycles. Do you want to keep doing that, or do you want to break free? Okay, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this reading and that it's brought you some insight. Please do comment if it resonates in any way. As I said, the link to the extended will be in the description box below. If you're interested, sending peace, love and light to you all on your journey.